This time I decided to tell you about the winter series Ski Fun from 1991. Yes, about the entire series. This is quite a large series, it consisted of many elements. I will start with the horse. This horse came to me in mid-May 2021. At that time, I didn't know that I would become a serious collector of Barbie horses. It was my first purchase of a practically complete horse. My first purchase via the eBay platform as well. The horse came to me from Germany, from a Barbie horse lover. The emotions were enormous. I recorded the unboxing as a souvenir for myself and to share this special event with my friend and goddaughter with whom I spent the May weekend, during which we remembered our childhood Barbies. And this time I decided to share my original emotions with you, although at times it's even a bit embarrassing that a woman at my age enjoys a toy like a little child. Due to these emotions, I also get the name of the horse wrong several times and I don't use the correct equestrian names. You have to forgive me and turn a blind eye. This was a warning and clarification of the situation. So let's move on to the unboxing.
Ja sama miałam fanu, jak rozpakowywałam z Sunrunnera. O Boże, już go widzę. On tu jest. Te różowe cudeńka. Hello, Blizzard, well, Snowdance. Co my tu mamy? Jezu, jesteś? Blizzard. Coś tu mamy jeszcze? Nie? Jest. Zobacz, co tu mamy. Zobacz. Mamy cię, Sami. Jesteś. W końcu. Jesteś. Nigdy nie powiedziałabym, że w ogóle zdobędę te konie. Ani jednego. A dostaliśmy jeszcze żelki. O, how nice. Mamy żelki. Ogon jest zarąbisty. Super. Ta kokardka była na ogonku na zdjęciach. Mamy wszystkie podkowy. Tu jest brokat. Jest dzwonek. Pokaż grzywę. Opa. Oto ja. Oto Blizzard. Proszę bardzo. Ma inne malowanie oczu niż Sunrunner. No ale to wiemy, no, że one wszystkie są inne, prawda? Niesamowity. Gdzieś ktoś było napisane, że któraś... A, tu jest urwana. Faktycznie. Przeżyjemy. Pęknięta. Przeżyjemy. To i tak jest pod grzywą. Siodło to jest takie... takie nijakie, że tak powiem, w porównaniu do Sunrunnera. Ale mamy kocyk. Naprawdę tu jest brokat. Ej! Tego nie wiedziałam, że to jest brokat. No dobra, grzywa jest w dobrym stanie. Nawet w dużo lepszym niż Sunrunnera. Ma fajne fale. Ale myślę, że i tak ja go przekąpię. Także... A to są spineczki. Czy to jest przyklejone? O gosh, ktoś to przykleił. No to muszę po prostu... A nie, to są rzepy! Wygląda, jakby ktoś przykleił. A to są rzepy. Ciekawe. Tylko takie niebieskie trochę do niego nie pasują. Nie, i zdecydowanie to trzeba uprać, bo widzę, że już na tej skarpecie nawet, że one są brudne. No i futerko jest czarne. Także idziemy prać. Ale oto jestem ja, jestem Sunrunner, proszę. Przybyłem. Zjechałem całe Niemcy i całą Polskę, z Wrocławia do Warszawy, żeby tu trafić. Haha, hello. Chwila z Blizzardem przed praniem. Oczywiście w poprzednim filmie zaoferowana tym wszystkim powiedziałam, że to jest Sunrunner. Wiadomo, że to nie jest Sunrunner, to jest Blizzard. I jeszcze jedna mała rzecz mi umknęła, zapewne przez to Haribo. Nausznik to jest jedna z ważnych rzeczy, którą bardzo ciężko dostać i po nauszniku też widać, że on wymaga odświeżenia niestety. Także Blizzard zaraz pójdzie do łazienki, no pranie, chyba że jeszcze przed zrobię mu kilka zdjęć razem może z Sunrunnerem. Także Blizzard jest here i zapomniałam o nauszniku. To jest jedna z ważnych rzeczy, bo w większości aukcji, gdzie można znaleźć właśnie Blizzarda, brakuje tej rzeczy. Także między innymi dlatego skusiłam się akurat na kupno tego egzemplarza i poświęciłam spinki, bo chyba spinki łatwiej jest znaleźć niż ten nausznik.
As I mentioned before, this horse came to me from Germany. Here is what it looked like in the advertisement. The seller honestly pointed out all its defects and shortcomings. With so much pink, I immediately decided to stay with the gender assigned by Mattel, which is to remain horse as a mare. I also kept the name, but I decided to feminize it in Polish and hence the name Blizzarda. Blizia for short. This is what she looked like before washing. Here is the equipment she came with. To be honest, she didn't require much cleaning. The horses from this seller are in perfect condition after initial cleaning. But I wanted to refresh her after this trip. Here is the post-wash session, first without accessories. And in clothes. And finally with snowflakes in the mane. Now let's take a look at her in front of the camera. First, this hidden bell. This is a riding version. So we have a typical Barbie English saddle, an unusual saddle pad in very bright colors, it's probably a dapple grey Prancer's mold, aka a ribbon. She came to me without the original barrettes. That's the only thing missing. Instead she got snowflakes on a velcro, which you saw earlier, and a bow for the tail. The bow is an addition from the seller, but the color matches the horse's outfit, so I left it as a souvenir. A saddle pad in an unusual cut, in the characteristic ski colors of the 90s, bright, incandescent, which makes photo processing very difficult. It seems to me that they are not as intense in real life as the camera sees. Underneath you can see gold trim and soft stick for There is glitter on this colorful camouflage fabric. A broken stirrup is a very typical damage for this type of saddle. Very often you can find saddles even without both stirrups. Here is just on the main side, so it doesn't bother me at all. The second stirrup is intact. The saddle pad is unusual in its construction because it has a breast piece with a bow on the front. I looked up for something similar in reality, but unfortunately I couldn't find anything, so I don't know if there is anything like that in equestrian equipment. The only thing that came to my mind was a housing, but a real housing looks slightly different and is not used nowadays. Please correct me if I am wrong in the comments. I'll be happy to learn something new. Another interesting feature of this saddle pad are the holes for the belly band. The bridle is made of quite hard plastic, just like the saddle. The bridle is typical, nothing special, like in most horses. The reins are in two parts. You can fit the doll's hands into the holes on the reins, but you can also fasten them so they don't slip to the sides. Blizia also has the ear muff I mentioned earlier, a piece of equipment that is usually missing. She also has leg protectors, warmers, made of the same fabrics as the saddle pad. There is glitter on this colorful fabric as well, and fur. The warmers should be tightened at the top by an elastic band, but due to the age, the elastic bands no longer fulfill their function, and the fabric does not fit tightly to the leg. And 4 pink horseshoes. In the original, there were 6, 2 spare ones. The rare warmers have lost their glitter with age. They have a slightly different shade than the saddle pad and front warmers, which may not be noticeable on the camera. I think they may come from another horse. I don't know the history of my Blizia, she looks really good. So if she was a toy, she was used very sparingly. It has original and practical undamaged hair and few traces of use. The painting is practically complete with no abrasions. I have already said a lot about her, but it should be added that she appeared under 2 names. And now, I may be wrong, but I assume that in the USA she was called Snowdance and came out as a Barbie winter horse, while in the Europe she was a horse from the Ski Fun series and was called Blizzard. I cannot see any differences between these versions, apart from the name and that main picture on the backs. The back of the boxes looks practically identical, differing only in the description languages and thumbnails on the right side. Of course, these horses appeared in 1991. I talked about it at the very beginning, but it doesn't matter to repeat it at the end. Personally, I prefer the illustration from the Snowdance packaging. You can see that a bit more effort was put into it. And I'm not only talking about the background, but also the horse hairstyle. At the end of the day, let's take a look at Blizia in real snow. To everyone who has reached this point, thank you very much for watching. Thumbs up and comments. If you don't follow my channel yet, I recommend subscribing. Soon there will be another video in this series about another interesting something. I won't reveal more. There will be a surprise.